Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into what is honestly one of the most fascinating and frankly complex cinematic undertakings in recent memory. We're looking at the colossal effort behind the Indian adaptation of the 1994 classic Forrest Gump, which finally hit our screens as Laal Singh Chaddha. We're going to unpack the wild journey of this 2022 film directed by Advait Chandan and starring Amar Khan. It's a story of pure, stubborn dedication, literally massive production hurdles, and a deeply complicated legacy. Because let's face it, adapting beloved, culturally entrenched art across borders, that is absolutely one of cinema's ultimate high-wire acts. So it really all starts with this massive central question. How in the world do you adapt an iconic piece of 90s Americana for a billion Indian viewers? Forrest Gump is just so deeply tied to the specific cultural and political history of the US. Translating that deeply American story to an entirely different cultural landscape, one with its own incredibly rich, complex history and vastly different cinematic expectations, seems like an impossible ambition, right? You can't just copy and paste it. You literally have to rebuild the world from the ground up. And that rebuilding process, it took an unbelievable amount of time. We're talking about a 20-year obsession here. Writer Atul Kulkarni spent the first 10 years just tweaking and adapting the script to make sure it resonated perfectly in an Indian context. And then it took another 10 years just to secure the remake rights. It's wild. This really sets up this incredible contrast between a multi-decade passion project and the incredibly harsh realities it was going to face upon release. Okay, let's dive into part one, remaking a Hollywood classic. So as you know, the original 1994 film was based on Winston Groom's novel. To actually bring this story to India, Amir Khan officially bought the remake rights from Paramount Pictures in early 2018. He managed to pull this off with the help of Los Angeles-based producer Radhika Chaudhary, which finally marked the beginning of the film's official journey. Fast forward to March 2019, on his 54th birthday, Khan officially announced Laal Singh Chaddha to the world. Moving right along to Section 2. Localizing an American tale. Now, what's really fascinating here is how the timeline was completely reconstructed. Instead of Vietnam and Watergate, Lamal's personal journey is intricately woven through the massive milestones of modern Indian history. It's like a giant puzzle they had to piece together. As a child, he witnesses India's 1983 Cricket World Cup victory and the tragedy of Operation Blue Star. As he grows up, his life intersects with the Mandal Commission protests, the Babri Masjid riots, and eventually, he serves bravely in the 1999 Kargil War. But you know, localization isn't just about massive historical events, is it? It's about those small, intimate details. We all know the famous line, "Life is like a box of chocolates." Well, the writers brilliantly adapted this super famous metaphor by swapping out the chocolates for a ready-to-eat Gol Gappe kit. It's such a clever micro-story of localization. It perfectly captures the flavor, pun absolutely intended, of the new setting, while keeping the whole philosophical core of the original film totally intact. Which brings us to Section 3, an epic production journey. Over 100. That is the staggering number of distinct locations across India the crew traveled to. They were absolutely determined to capture the vast, diverse beauty of the country, especially for the sequences showing Laal's cross-country run. This wasn't some project confined to comfortable studio lots. It was a massive logistical undertaking spanning the entire subcontinent. But logistics quickly became the least of their worries, and the production timeline basically devolved into total chaos. Things started out smoothly enough in October 2019 in Chandigarh, but by March 2020, production came to a grinding halt because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then, in July 2020, a planned shoot in Ladakh had to be completely scrapped due to the India-China military standoff in the Galwan Valley. They eventually had to pivot, doing location scouts and resuming filming in Turkey and Mumbai by September 2020, finally wrapping principal photography a full 2 years after they started, in September 2021. And through all of these crazy delays, the physical toll on the cast was just intense. Amir Khan actually lost 20 kilograms to play the younger version of Laal, and he suffered extreme physical exertion from the constant running sequences. During one action scene, he even suffered a rib injury. But to avoid delaying the already chaotic schedule any further, he just relied on painkillers to push through and finish his scenes. I mean, it is a massive testament to his intense physical dedication to the role. Let's pivot now to Section 4 and see how this builds into the boycott controversy. Right before the film's theatrical debut, a movement started gaining immense traction online. This was the Hindutva boycott, which was a highly organized social media campaign driven by Hindu nationalists. Their specific goal? to completely boycott the release of Laal Singh Chaddha. The campaign cited a few specific grievances to justify their boycott. First, they pointed back to remarks Amir Khan made in 2015 regarding what he called growing intolerance in India. Second, they criticized his 2017 and 2020 meetings with Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And finally, they took issue with a specific narrative change in the film itself. You see, in this adaptation, during the Kargil War, Laal saves a Pakistani commander, whereas in the original movie, Forrest saves members of his own platoon. Now, whatever your take on the controversy, the tangible effect on the movie's release was undeniable. Amir Khan publicly stated he was heartbroken by the trend and pleaded with audiences to at least give the film a chance. But severe digital review bombing continued anyway, and this huge wave of negative online momentum translated directly into empty theater seats. People simply weren't showing up to the cinemas. And that perfectly sets up our final chapter, Section 5, Box Office and Legacy. The financial impact here was, well, devastating. Against a massive budget of around 180 crore rupees, its global box office totally stalled out at an estimated 130 crore. It was officially declared a box office flop in India, and the ripple effects were immediate. An initial digital distribution deal with Netflix, originally valued at 150 crore rupees, was drastically slashed. Netflix ended up offering a much lower deal of 50 crore after seeing the film's theatrical performance. To see a 20-year passion project hit this kind of financial reality is pretty brutal. But, box office numbers only ever tell one side of a movie's story. Critically, the film definitely received mixed reactions, but there was also some very significant praise. Devesh Sharma of Filmfare noted that by investing more in the story than just the history, the film actually achieved a better emotional core than the original. A lot of critics highly praised the soundtrack, the emotion, and just how faithfully it adapted the source material to a totally new setting. On the flip side, we have to look at the other end of the critical spectrum. Shubhra Gupta of the Indian Express pointed out issues that really resonated with a lot of viewers. Many reviewers struggled with the film's lengthy pacing and, crucially, Amir Khan's specific acting choices for the character of Laal himself. Some critics just felt those choices failed to convey the nuances of the role effectively. Yet, right when the story seemed totally over, we get this huge, surprising twist. When Laal Singh Chaddha dropped digitally on Netflix in October 2022, it found a massive global audience almost overnight. In just its first week, it ranked in the top 10 in 13 different countries. It finished second on the global non-English movies chart, racking up over 6.6 million hours viewed. Stripped of all those pre-release controversies and theatrical pressures, audiences at home were finally just engaging with this 20-year passion project entirely on its own terms. So what does this all mean? The crucial question we're left with is this: does a massive box office failure permanently define a film in today's landscape, or can a second life on streaming platforms completely rewrite a movie's legacy? Laal Singh Chaddha really forces us to reconsider how we measure success in the modern digital age. It's a fascinating question to leave you with today. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into The Explainer, and keep seeking out the stories behind the stories.